Hello all, welcome to the part 4 of the depression series. If I tell you that depression is a boon, it is a present, it's a gift. It may sound surprising, huh? Like I said in my previous videos that depression is just a natural reaction to the depressing world. And it only happens to those purest and the most innocent souls. Depression is nothing that takes place in just one or two recent events, but it takes a prolonged period of setbacks and disappointments in life to develop itself as depression. Now, if I were to tell you that it is a boon, it is a present, how many of you would believe it? You may find it hard to believe, right? So, we at Ashtavakra Talent Academy, me and my team, researched about it, and we found out in our research that the people, I really want you all to carefully listen to this point, that saints and holistic people are in the same state of mind and soul as the people who are depressed. They're standing on the same page. It may seem unbelievable for all of you, right? But that's true. And now, how are they similar? I'm saying this that they are on the same stage, but how? How are they similar? Now, I want you all to listen to this very carefully, that people who are depressed and saints and holistic people, they are both like a clean slate. Yes, they have a lot of power to change their tomorrow, to change and achieve anything they want. Because of their clean slate, whatever they will conceive, whatever they will believe, it can be achieved. Because they are in the most purest and the most innocent form of mind and soul. But apart from the similarity, what makes them different then? The only simple and the minute difference that they have is the people who are depressed and the saints and holistic people. They are willing to be on that stage. The saints and holistic people, they have earned that position. They've acquired that position themselves with their own life experience, and just because they became aware, they were enlightened of the fact that what power a mind and a soul can hold, and they worked on to that. They worked on the enlightenment of their mind and soul, and they understood the infinite capacities that a mind and soul of a person can have. And they've mastered it. They understand that they can have everything in this world. They understand what they are inside. They're full, they're whole, they're complete as a human being. And on the other hand, the depressed person who has been thrown to that place, who has been pushed to that place from this cruel materialistic world, and this is because he is not very well aware of his current situation. He doesn't understand how precious this situation is for him. It is a gift. And the reason that he is not able to understand it, because he was never willing to be on that stage. He was pushed and he was thrown to that stage. And if some of you guys are still confused, which I think you might be confused about, and I'd like to explain it with a simple example. Once I was standing in the balcony of my second floor, and I saw there was a beggar. There was a beggar standing outside that street and asking for food, asking for money, asking for, things, smallest things, and he was crying. He had no cloth on his body. He was completely naked. And that was very devastating to see. That everybody was throwing him away. everybody was telling him to just stay away from them, get out of here, and stuff like that. And all he was saying is that I've not eaten since days and I just need some food. Please get me some food, please get me a shelter, please get me something to eat. Which was very sad to see. And what happened after a few minutes was very surprising. I was just thinking about that incident, about that poor person, and the moment I was thinking, suddenly I saw there was a huge procession going on, and it was of a Jain saint, and to be specific, it was of a Digambara Jain saint. And I'm sure a lot of you people must be knowing that in Digambara Jain saints, they are also naked, and they have this holistic way of their own living. And what I saw was very surprising, that there were a huge number of people following him, and there were rich people who were offering him a lot of food, a lot of ornaments, a lot of precious gems, a lot of money. They were offering him all the way around him, surrounding him with a lot of good precious things. So I saw that there were rich people who were dying to touch his feet, who were dying to take his blessings. And I was surprised at that scenario, whereas in the same street there was this beggar asking for a lot of things. He was naked too. And on the other hand, there was the saint who was also naked, but everybody was worshipping him. Everybody wanted his blessing. Everybody wanted something from him. Everybody wanted that if only once he could just touch their head and just give them blessing, they'd be very happy about it. They were offering him anything that they have. All their precious materials and all of their precious things, they were ready to give to that saint. And what was the difference here? I would want you all to understand this. The difference was that the saint, he was in a state of bliss. He was in a state of pure joy, because he has earned that state with his own life experience and with his own good things. He has earned that place. He has acquired that place willingly, because he was well aware. He has enlightened himself, and he has opened his third eye. He has expanded himself, his existence, and he has become greater than a lot of us. How? Because he is very well aware of the fact what a human mind and soul is capable of. He is above all the things. He can achieve anything, because he understands, he believes, he understands, and he knows that he can achieve anything. And the biggest fact that was making the saint different from the beggar was that the saint knew life is always lived inside out. But the fact that beggar was living on a formula that life is always lived outside in. Whatever will happen outside, it will affect us. Whatever we need, we will find it outside. We are so depending on the outside. That's something that the beggar was believing. And on the other hand, when that saint has achieved that place of bliss, he has achieved that place of infinite possibilities in him, then, my friend, that is the difference that we're talking about, that the beggar cannot achieve to that place. But he is exactly in that same stage of a saint. But one has understood that how powerful he is. He is in the state of bliss. He is in the state of total spirituality. And on the other hand, that person who is not able to understand that what he has inside what all the possibilities he holds, and he is living his life in a complete devastating manner, that he's not capable of anything, he's not good enough and all of that stuff, and he's just looking for happiness outside, he's looking for food outside, he's looking for validation from people, from one or the other kind. And this is what happens with the people who are depressed. I want you all to understand this. The depressed people are like diamonds. They are like diamonds, but they just don't know their value. A lot of people don't know their value. Like only a jeweler can tell how valuable and how precious a diamond can be. Therefore, only a person who understands the value of a depressed person, of a depressing state, can tell you that what all the capacities that a depressed person can hold. And this is why I tell you that we at Ashtavakra Talent Academy, we have some short great techniques to get you out of your depression. That's right. And when you are depressed, just be depressed. It is very natural. When you're in depression, just be depressed. Because most of the time we are not well aware that we are in depression. And we try to ignore that fact. We try to lie to ourselves, no matter how small or big our problem is. A lot of times we are in depression, but we don't name it, because how can we be in depression? But I want you to understand this. When you are depressed, just be depressed. Just feel depression. Just observe depression. And you'll slowly understand that you're dealing with it. And if you want to get to this stage of enlightenment, get to this stage where you can write your own destiny, where you can achieve anything you want, where you can bounce back with a more awakened self, with a more enlightened self, or even I would say better than anyone around you, the so-called normal people who are not having depression, you can perform even better than them. And how you could do so? We have some amazing set of techniques at the Ashtavakra Talent Academy, and we would be ready to help you. We are ready to help you with all of our techniques. Using our techniques, you can achieve that state too. And that would be free of cost. Free of cost techniques which can help you to get you out of your depression. And if you want any help regarding this, and if you want one-on-one sessions and discussions about your problems, your depression, and you want to get started with this journey, then you can surely contact me on my email. I will be linking it down below in the description box, and you can subscribe to my channel. You can like this video if you liked what you see, and as well I'll be posting the link of my previous videos on this depression series, so you can just watch the previous video, and I hope you will find it helpful. And do subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video with your friends, and stay tuned for more such videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.